All right, what's going on, everybody? Broken Games HDR coming at you again with another video. So I promise you, I wasn't even going to make a video on this, right? I promise you, because I read the headline. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't care. No big deal. Not going to talk about it. But then I saw the extreme, strange, tribal reactions to this, and I was like, okay, now I got to make a video on it. Right? But once again, not something I care about. But about half an hour ago, it was announced that Microsoft confirmed that Activision Blizzard games will release on PlayStation beyond the existing agreements. Now, of course, this was something that was in question for a while. We know PlayStation, Microsoft. It was Microsoft that confirmed that the next three Call of Duty games would be on PlayStation. And now they're confirming that even beyond the existing agreements, more Call of Duty games, not only Call of Duty games, but Activision Blizzard games may also release on PlayStation. It'll probably be a case by case basis. I wouldn't go as far as saying every Activision Blizzard game will be on PlayStation. I doubt it'll be like that. They're definitely going to keep some stuff for themselves, I presume. So I'm just going to read from this blog page, this post. And what I find interesting also is they didn't post this on the Xbox blog page, because Xbox has their own blog page and then Microsoft has their own, right? And the fact that they put this on the Microsoft blog page tells me that this is beyond gaming. This is more about business, and this supersedes it just being an Xbox thing, because this deal that they made with Activision was, the biggest deal, in gaming history, right? And it has a lot more implications than it just being solely gaming. So I guess that's why they put it on the Microsoft blog page. And you could tell I wasn't going to talk about this because look, my shirt is all wrinkled. Even though some of y'all gonna say, "BG, your shirt be wrinkled anyway." That's besides the point. Okay, so let's read what it says. I'm not reading everything, just the pertinent part. It says, to be clear, Microsoft will continue to make Call of Duty and other popular Activision Blizzard titles available on PlayStation through the term of any existing agreement with Activision. And we have committed to Sony that we will also make them available on PlayStation beyond the existing agreement and into the future, so that Sony fans can continue to enjoy the games they love. We are also interested in taking similar steps to support Nintendo's successful platform. We believe this is the right thing for the industry, for our gamers, and for our business. So it's interesting that they mention Nintendo, right? Because they didn't have to do that, right? And there hasn't been a Call of Duty game since, like, what, Black Ops or something on a Nintendo platform. And I don't remember, like, I don't know how many of these. Well, I think a few of the Crash Bandicoot games, but a lot of these Activision Blizzard games are not on Nintendo, right? We know Nintendo doesn't necessarily have uh, uh it's better than it was like on the Wii U, but they're still lacking a lot of third party support, mainly because of, the power that the Switch is lacking. And when games do go to that platform, they're a shell of what they actually should be. So I think this is actually them kind of extending, I guess, an olive branch to Nintendo and saying, hey, even though these games haven't been on your platform recently, we actually want to put it there. Because what other reason do they have to, like, really name drop Nintendo? Nintendo doesn't care about Call of Duty. Like, Nintendo doesn't need to be on Call of Duty. Like, I mean, Call of Duty doesn't need to be on a Nintendo platform. I don't think Nintendo really cares if Call of Duty is on their platform. Nintendo's fine. It's Microsoft, clearly by this statement, they want to put it on there. If Nintendo never got a Call of Duty game, or honestly any Activision Blizzard game, they wouldn't bat an eye. This is Microsoft wanting it on there. Let's be clear, that's what this is. And that's understandable, right? Um because that seems to be their strategy. They want to put these games seemingly everywhere, and for what reason? I mean, you could point to several things. The obvious thing people would say is money, right? Why put it on your one or two platforms, Xbox and PC, when you could put it on Nintendo, PlayStation, everything like that, and make all the money that that well, not all the money, but obviously part of the money, the percentage that you get from people buying this game on other platforms. People, you could also propose that them doing this has something to do with the FTC regulators investigating this Activision Blizzard deal, right? Because it's said that this acquisition is going to be investigated by the FTC. Now, let's be clear. Even prior to this, I'm pretty sure FTC wouldn't actually find that there was any like violation that they would be able to cancel this Microsoft Activision Blizzard deal. I don't think so. I They said that, after this deal that they would look into the policies and look into changing a few things so that it kind of tightens up what what type of acquisitions can be made and things like that. But this deal was gonna go through. I don't see a world where this deal doesn't go through. People who were wishing that were kind of honestly just desperate. Like, listen, it's gonna go through. It's fine, right? But I think this is Microsoft kind of playing nice and like showing them like, hey, you don't gotta worry. We're still putting games, these games everywhere, even though we acquired this publisher. Games are still going everywhere. It wasn't going to be a monopoly anywhere anyway, right? I know people love to throw that word around. It wasn't going to be a monopoly anyway. People need to actually understand what that word means and what qualifies as a monopoly. This wasn't nowhere near a monopoly. It may feel monopolistic, may not like it, but it wasn't that. So I think that's kind of what this is. It's them, I guess, trying to get the FTC off their back, and also trying to still be viewed in a positive light. So I think they're being smart about it, and this as far as I think it does play into this whole arms race between Microsoft and Sony, whereas I don't want to say it's a publisher arms race because PlayStation hasn't bought any publishers, but it is at least a developer arms race or an asset arms race, whatever you want to. And it's an acquisition arms race, whether it's publisher or developer, however you want to look at it. And both are making like these chess moves because you look at PlayStation getting Bungie, and then Bungie is a subsidiary of like Sony, but it's not technically under PlayStation Studios, and they're allowing all the games to go places, and then Microsoft announcing this. Don't think for a second like and understand that like I'm not PlayStation buying Bungie was not a reaction, right? That deal was 6 months before, right? But I'm saying how they put how they propose these announcements, right? As far as like the game where the games are gonna go, that's very intentional based on the current times and the current climate of what's happening. That's still in real time. The deals may happen, whatever 6 months ago, but how they write these things when they're announced, I think that's very strategic. Um, but to get to the shits, I mean, listen, dudes are losing their minds on Twitter. Some dudes. I'm not gonna say it's a bunch. I haven't seen a whole lot yet. I've seen some. Some are definitely losing their mind, going tribal, right? Because a lot of people disagree with this. They wanted Xbox to keep Call of Duty exclusive to at least a console exclusive. They didn't want it to go to PlayStation. Like of course y'all know the deal. Y'all know the deal with my cats, man. Get out, get out. That's how they felt. Fanboys wanted a win, and it's weird because a lot of people who are upset, and I gotta name Kid Smooth. My man is out there losing his mind, going through the 5 stages of grief over this. When my guy doesn't even play Call of Duty, he doesn't give a damn about Call of Duty, right? This is all ammo in the console war. That's what it's about. A lot of these dudes don't actually care about the games themselves. They just care about the ammo so they can load their cannons in the war. That's all it is, and it's weird, bro. It's weird. If things happen to games you actually play and games you care about, and certain moves are made, I can understand you having like a strong feeling about that, a strong opinion about it. But when it's a game you don't actually care about, you don't play, and you get upset about it, that is weird. It is odd. And you're too invested into this console war if it actually make my man is on Twitter talking about he's gonna sell his PlayStation. He doesn't need this shit. He's tagging Microsoft and Sony on Twitter, begging them to bargain, to damn near trying to make a trade for Spider-Man and Wolverine and whatever, and PlayStation trades them that, and then Xbox is gonna give them something in exchange. Like, what the hell are we doing? We're having a draft? Are we just we making trades and picking drafts right now? That's what we doing? Bro, my man is going through all the stages, okay? It's embarrassing. Smooth, you're better than this. I care about you, my brother. I want you to do better than this. You looking bad out here, bruh. You going through all the stages, and I'm worried about you. Not only him, but other people too that don't even care about Call of Duty. Call of Duty is a huge game. Nobody's denying that. And I'm gonna be real with you. I said it before. I wanted Call of Duty to stay exclusive to Xbox because it puts more pressure on PlayStation to continue. I'm gonna say continue now, because now we know they're putting this huge emphasis on multiplayer slash games as a service games, which makes my heart very happy, as y'all know. But prior to that, I was like, I want as much pressure on PlayStation as possible to push multiplayer games and actually invest in them and actually care. Now, I don't really care more or less now because we know they're investing in it, right? So, do I think this Call of Duty, being owned by Microsoft, like at least it still keeps them on their toes, I would say, because at any time they could change their mind. Like, hey, this is going to be exclusive. So it at least keeps PlayStation on their toes, and they realize, okay, we can't keep ignoring the importance of multiplayer games because we lost one, and it was like the biggest, one of the biggest IPs in the gaming industry that makes us a shit ton of money. And you take away Call of Duty, our fans don't necessarily. I mean, there are several other choices, but still, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad it still like puts a little bit of pressure on PlayStation, because I want those multiplayer games. Um, and there is other stuff to dissect from this, but like, this is not really something I care about, like I said. So I don't want to make, I know I'd be making them long ass think piece videos that can go 20, 30, even 40 minutes, but this is not something I care about that much to make a 30, even 20-minute video of it. I'm about to hit 15. Yeah, we about to wrap this up, because ain't no way I'm gonna talk that long about something I don't care about, which is Call of Duty. I care about the campaigns. I play those, but Activision doesn't even care about those campaigns no more. Like, them shits be 3 hours, and they be mediocre. They were good before back in the day, but that may change under Microsoft now. Things may not be annualized, as we know. Things are changing. So yeah, but is overall, like I said, it is interesting to see the chess games that Microsoft is playing and PlayStation is playing, and all that stuff. And yeah, it's because usually in the past, acquisitions and owning IPs used to be used as it was a definite use of a you know it was a strategic piece to use against your competitors. But that's not 100% the case anymore. It's still exclusives, I think, still are a huge determining factor. They're still extremely important, but it's not as black and white as it used to be. Exclusives aren't going anywhere. I don't believe that. But it's not as obvious what will be exclusive and for how long and things like that. Those waters are a little bit uncertain. So let me know what y'all think about this. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Oh, I'm live streaming the Nintendo Direct later. That should be fun. Pray for Smooth. Hit the like button. Follow me on Twitter. Hit the notification bell. Thanks for supporting the channel. Hit the like button, all that good stuff. And yeah, man. We out of here. I've been live streaming Sifu, by the way. If you haven't been watching that, those live streams are amazing. Game is great. So yeah, peace, y'all.